Right. Right.
Now we just have to actually be upfront about that and really get hardcore survival mode. I mean, I'm constantly weighing the pros and cons of this whole situation, and one of the pros, I think, is like people will have a much more intimate understanding of
Yeah.
the small business community, the businesses that service them on a regular basis outside of like telecommunications and stuff like that, you
Right.
know, after all this. And it's something I've been, I mean, it's the reason why I participated in the opening of the food co-op, you know, just to bring that intimacy to people so people understood more what does it really take, because what it takes there, it's the same everywhere else, you know, as far as everybody else is concerned. That's just another store, you know. We don't there's no such thing as a nonprofit grocery store in the United States. You know, you have this special filing you get, but as far as the government's concerned, you're just a store. As far as the vendors are concerned, you're a store. As far as your landlord is concerned, yes.
Yeah, you have to pay everything, and yeah.
Right, exactly. We just charge less and we work it out. But I've enjoyed that process of bringing that to the street level, so people get a better understanding of that, and so hopefully across the board, like there's more understanding and more cohesion between the community and businesses, because at the end of the day, we are trying to provide a service. We're trying to fill a void, you know. So if it's really a crapshoot, right? When you open a business, you're like, I got this thing that I do, I'm okay at it, I'm going to put it out to the world and see how they respond. And like, not everything works, right? The things that you thought would be like received with open arms, sometimes people are like, I don't want that. Right. They're like, but if you did this, and you're like, okay, not really my strong point, but you do it. So it's always this negotiation. But I hope people really walk away with a better understanding of that, so that we can do a better job of being entrepreneurs and small business owners, and that the community feels service better.
Yeah, I mean, I get it in a way. I think in New York City, we take restaurant for granted. We take corner, and I do. I mean, you know, and it's just part of our lives. So we just always expect them to be there, and we just, unless you own one, I can see how you would just think it's running by itself, you know, and if you come and it looks packed, it's making a lot of money, you know. They don't realize
they're doing great.
I heard that many times, and the fact is, as you are too in your place, and we're with Gregory here, my partner, we're here every night after 8 years. That's because, you know, we don't really have the overflow of money coming in to pay managers, for example. And we like to be here, but there's that big thing that people are often not aware. That I think that awareness would be wonderful, but I get it too. I get the fact that small restaurants are such an integral part of New York City, of the community, of what people do, and that's why I'm afraid for all of us, not just me or you or
absolutely.
I'm afraid for the whole industry in New York City that has made New York City so unique that it could, as a whole, not really survive that great, right? I mean, it's going to be hard. A lot of them are closing for good.
Right, and that's what I was saying at the beginning. It's like there's the you know, the health concern of people and weathering this storm and surviving, but what it's going to do to the I have a small fear. No, it's more than a small fear. I have a fear that it's going to decimate the small business community, and there are going to be so many people that just aren't going to be able to regroup from this, especially if there's no alleviation of standard collectibles, you know, rent and sales taxes and all just everything you have outstanding, because we operate like most businesses on 30-day terms for a lot of stuff, and it just we're relying on that weekly income to just massage that, you know. We're like DJs, the old school style with turntables, right? We're always like, it's funny, I feel that way right now. So my video I'm doing from my phone. I've got my laptop open with email. I'm getting text messages on my phone. I'm getting Facebook messages and trying to man the Facebook page. And it's like, chibba, 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 chibba. And that's a day in the life of a restaurant owner, right? Yeah. Sorry, I lost my track of thought. I was thinking of 1970s New York and how like all these businesses, was one of the young guys that works for us. We were talking about it the other day, and I was like, it could go back to like the 70s and early 80s, where like you walk down a street and just every business is empty. And he goes, man, what good can come of that? And I said, well, hip hop came out of that. He was like, okay. And he loves hip hop. And he was like, damn. And I was like, I know, that's kind of where we're at. Like, I feel like personally, if there ain't nothing but a couple sticks left outside when this is all done, I'll roll them together and make something out of it. But going back to what I said at the beginning, like I love what I do. I love all the businesses that I've built and helped build, and I'm prepared for the loss. I'm prepared for that to happen, and I won't have any regrets that I did it if we lose them. But I'm gonna work my ass off to keep these places open and just roll up the sleeves in a different way. Again, it's the same obstacles we had before. They just have a different face, right?
Yeah. I mean, we all have to do it, but we will need some kind of help and some kind of political will on our side to help us do this. I think because it could also go the other way, where, oh well, look at this, all those small business are gone, and now we can just have chains, of corporate kind of
I mean, I think
places, and
I think places like Windsor Terrace, I mean, they would have been here already if they were going to do that, and they don't stand to win anything. I mean, we'll see what the devastation looks like afterwards. All right, we're going to take another break, Sylvie. We'll be back with everybody in a few minutes.
I'll play some orders in the meanwhile.
Yeah, go do it.